Guys, welcome. We are going to look at how to use Archicad, and then we are going to give a quick introduction as we discussed last time. So I'm going to go through different tools that Archicad uses so that you guys could really understand and then catch up with Archicad in terms of 2D modeling and 3D modeling. So it means that in 2D we are going to explore how to use Archicad to produce drawings and construction drawings, and then in 3D we are going to look at how maybe to do different types of models using Archicad. So without any delay, as we discussed last time, so I was supposed to do a video, and then this video I share with you guys how to use Archicad, and then we continue maybe like that, because last time we didn't really have a lot of time and a lot of people following. So I'm going to straight go to a new project. So once you open Archicad, so I'm using Archicad 23. So once you open Archicad, you see that you have different tabs within Archicad. So what you do first, you go to a new project. You say I'm opening a new project, okay? And then they're going to ask you, so which template are you willing to use? So maybe we could use an Archicad 23 template. Here it's written last profile used, and then we hit new, a new project. We use a new project, and then it loads. It's loading. I think all of you guys have Archicad in your computers, so we are going to quickly, look at how someone can use Archicad to do drawings, construction drawings or presentation drawings, or produce a 3D model that can later be rendered, and then you have your final project. So now we have a tab with different icons. So the first icon is so we have this arrow tool, we have Malke, we have on design, we have also another small tab on design. So you have to look at your left side. So we have wall tool. So if you take this, you are going to do a wall. We have doors, we have windows, we have openings, we have columns, we have beams, we have slabs, we have stairs, railing tools, and then we have roof tool. We have once you want to do a shell, you can use this tool, skylight tool, and then we have curtain wall. We have moth tool, and then we have object. So if you want chairs, furnitures, you come into objects. And if you really want to use other different, like a mesh, if you want to create a topography, you can come and then use the mesh. So the design tools are the one used to, once you are working on your project, once you want to maybe to create walls, you have to use these design tools. And then on the document, once you want to put maybe some dimensions, you use dimension tool. You use this is also level dimension once you are doing maybe a section or an elevation. And then you have text tool. This text tool is used once we are producing the final drawings. Once you want to type maybe site plan, something like that. Label tool. And then you have the fill if you want to use different fields, lines, circles, we have polylines, drawing tools. Then we go to sections, okay? you can see that we have sections, we have elevations, we have interior elevation tools, we have, and then the worksheet tool, details tool. So we have different types of, you know, options that we can use once we are using Archicad, right? So something that is interesting in Archicad is that once you start your project, you do the 2D, but also customize. You can customize the 3Ds, and then they are automatic, and then you can edit later. So what I want is for you guys to really understand that Archicad, you don't really have to use the default for Archicad. Okay, you can customize your own default settings. So look here. So we have these elevations, south elevations in blue. But most of the time, we architect, we don't really use. We want to see the drawings which are in black and white or gray, something like that. Okay. So guys, I don't want to see the blue text or something that is colored. So once you are working on your drawings, so you have to customize them into black and white or gray. So these are the three colors that we are going to use. We are going to be using gray, we are going to be using black, and then maybe white. Okay, so our drawing is not going to have the red stuff, you know, customized by Archicad. So we are going to look at the way we could customize our own drawing. So first of all, let's go to design. Once you go to wall, maybe you trace a wall. Okay, let's say we have this wall. So look at this wall. This wall has a different, it has a gray kind of brown texture, and then we want our walls to be black. Okay, what you do is that you have to go back to the walls. You double click on the wall setting, or you right click on it and then you go to wall selection settings. Once you get those settings, so it's up to you to define like the colors that you are willing to use. Okay, we are willing to use. So what we do, let's say we choose different color. We choose black. Okay, and then once you look at override cut fill, so there's none. So what you have to do, you have to go to both, so that the color that is overriding, it should be, they should also be both black, in order to have your wall filled with black. So that they will show you once you cut, the cut line has to be black, and then the solid line, so they have to be black, right? Once you do it, look, so it's customized. And then something else that I want you guys to focus on once you are doing the drawings is that you have to make sure that the core should be in the center. So it has to be centered. So once you look at it, it's on the side, right? It's outside, either on the lower part or the upper part, or left or right, but you have to center it. Now it's centered. Look, it's centered. So, and then you will measure center to center. Once you put it outside, it doesn't really, it's not a good idea to put it on center. So you have to center to make it centered, right? So it shouldn't be we have to center it. It has to be in the center. Okay. And then let's go to the elevation. So I want first to you guys to understand the settings. Okay, so let me select this elevation. So we have this, or you can right click on them and then elevation selection settings. Okay, so they give you all of these settings that you can adjust, right? You can adjust the marker, you can adjust text size, everything. I mean, everything can be adjusted depending on what you want to do. So look, so we are using different colors. So we choose maybe to use black because that is what we want to choose. And then on text style, we also choose to use black depending on whatever we want to use. Okay, and then the cut lines, everything. So you have to make sure that you customize your own style. Uniform marker pen, so it has to be black. Let's say black. Okay, it has to be, each and every thing should be customized to black or gray. Text, everything, and then we hit OK. Look, once you hit OK, it's different, something is different. So look, the one that we didn't customize, they are still in this kind of colors, which are customized by Archicad team. So what I want you guys to understand first is to understand that each and every stuff should be customized, right? And then once you do that, you can because you have customized these ones, and then you are like, okay, I have to pick up one parameter. So you pick up a parameter here using this tool, and then you pick it up, and then you have to inject a parameter to that one which is blue. You inject, it becomes as the one you have. So look at this one, so we have this one in blue, and then when we pick this tool, inject a parameter, it becomes black. So once you have a character that you have already customized, it's very simple to really pick up a parameter, and then you use it to create other different types of drawings that you want to create. So this is one thing. And then something else that is very important. Something else that is very important is the way you also should customize the windows. Okay, so first of all, you have to customize each and every stuff. Okay, each and every tool that we have. So let's go maybe on the doors. Once you double click on the doors, okay, so we have this popping up tab, which is door default settings. Okay, so what you can do is a default setting by Archicad. So you customize your own setting, right? So what we can do, we have different types of doors. Okay, we have different types of doors depending on the library that we have. Okay, and then we can choose from each and every door depending on what we want to do. So something else, once you look at this one, so you can clearly see that it's orange, and I don't want those colors in our drawings. I want you guys to customize them using maybe, let's say, gray. Okay, so let's first go to the floor plan. So once you look at the floor plan and the sections, if you cut through the door, you will have this kind of colors. Okay, these colors. So what we want is that we want to customize our settings so that our final drawings are going to be looking like black, white, or gray kind of drawing, right? So here there are like symbol lines, so we have to change. Let's maybe pick gray for the doors and windows. We will have to pick gray, and then for the cut line, okay, let's pick gray, which is dark gray. Cut line fill also, let's pick gray. Okay, I think this is it in terms of you know, the sections in the floor plan. So there are also the other settings. So once we are, you know, we have a door that we just that we chose, they give you those. It's called a hinged door. So hinged door settings. So these are the settings that you have to go through to really understand, you know, how your project is going to look once it's in once you are starting to produce the elevations, the sections and stuff. So we have the settings. Either you can click on this pointing arrow like this, and then you have all of the settings that you want to create. Okay, and then you maybe you say, okay, I want to change the fixtures and maybe fittings, or I want to change each and every. So but apart from that, you can, you know, also click on these two arrows, and then they will give you a display of what your door is going to be looking like this: natural ventilation, you know, different types of grids that you can use on your doors. So once you click, you chose one door, so you can see that you have different options, right? You have different options, you have different types of door, empty doors, you know, one door can be customized to produce different types of doors in Archicad. But something that is important is the way you set your settings. Something else that I want you guys to focus on in terms of drawings. So look, the opening doors, opening lines. You can clearly see that we have blue. Okay, we have a blue line, and then what we can do, you have to come here. You have to come here. So in 3D projections, you will see them like this. So what I want you guys to do is that you come here to override. Okay, you override model view options, and then maybe you can click that you don't really want that opening line, or if you want it, you have to customize and then change this color. Maybe let's make it gray. Also we have to make it gray. If you override, like if you override, or you can also override in a 2D symbolic system. But what I want you guys to understand is that this opening line, you have to also customize it. Okay, or we can also keep not to show it. It depends, because you have the hinge. You have this hinge here, and then it doesn't make any sense. Okay, good. And then look at here. So the frames of the leaves. So in Archicad, there's something that we call frame and the leaf 3D pen. So once you are in 3D, they give you the outer line of an object, or like an architectural feature. For example, because we are using doors. Let's say the door outer line is going to look like this. It's going to be it's going to be orange. So we want to change that. And then the surfaces, guys, you have to make sure that your surfaces are customized as you wish to be looking in Archicad. So look. So guys, look. So we are having mostly in Archicad. In Archicad we have this. They mostly use wood panels to the doors, but you don't want to use wood panels, so you can customize them. So the frames. So what I mostly use, I use ivory, black ivory. So this is my favorite painting. I go to the paint and then I click on ivory. So this ivory, I really like that color because it's, you know, it's black, and then in 3D it looks nice. It looks super cool in 3D. So once you do that, once you've done that, you also change each and every part to maybe ivory, but it depends on the color that you want to use. Ivory, ivory. Okay, me, I really like ivory because it looks good once I'm doing my renderings. So and then the leaf, so you guys, you don't have to put on the glass. The leaf glass, it has to be always glass, right? It should always be this type of glass, right? So you don't really have to change it to ivory. So, and then once we go to the frames and the leaf, the frame and the leaf in 3D pens. So it means the outer part of the dough. So look, so we have that orange. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it gray. Okay, let's keep it gray. We keep it gray. We keep it gray. And then I think each and every stuff is customized now. So let's go to the next. Let's look at what we have. What do we have? What do we have missing? That should be customized. In terms of drawing production, what do we have? So look, casing surfaces, they are still wood, so you can also put them to ivory. Okay, good. And then we continue, we can see, okay, then they are telling you, once you are producing the 2D details, so they are telling you that the frames are going to look like this. Now you have to change to gray. Each and every style should be, you know, put to gray, depending on what you want. And then let's use gray, everything gray. Okay, and then we hit okay. Look, okay, so look, so we have this in orange, so it means that the opening line, we didn't change it in 2D, so we have to go back. We go back, we have to go back to the settings. We go back to the settings, and then we look at the opening line. We come, but then we continue. Let's see. Opening lines in 2D. Opening lines in 2D. I have to look at the opening line in 2D. It will pop up. Changed everything. Okay, look, it looks here, it looks blue, so it means that we didn't change this color. We didn't change this color. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to go back to the plants. Let's go back to how you can visualize them in sections and plans, and make sure that we go on both. Hinged doors. Let's go back to the hinged door settings. The settings, floor plan and sections. So everything is checked. I don't know what is wrong, but everything is checked. And then let's hit OK, and then see. Now you can see that we overrided. We overrided the opening, and then we changed all of them to override. And then we have this. So these are the types of drawings that I want you guys to produce. Okay, so this is kind of an introduction. Okay, and then after this introduction, what we are going to look at, we are going to look at how to produce the drawing in general. So these are the settings. So these settings, they have to be, you have to follow each and every object